Hey guys, welcome back to Surya Zone. So in today's video, we are going to see the next difference between question, that is difference between in and exist. So I'm just giving you the reminder, guys. We are going to solve the 50. We are going to have a 50-day SQL challenge, uh, which the questions that are present in the lead code. So we will start after this, after we complete these 10 problems. Okay. So now we are into 7. Once we complete the rest 3, we will start that challenge. So that from there, daily you can see one video. Uh, like that is like from easy to medium complex questions that are available in the lead code. Okay. Cool. Let's start with difference between in and exist today. Yeah, I'm going to use the same data which we have used in our other difference between series or questions. Okay, now let's start. So here, what is the differences between in and exist in SQL? So what in will do is it will match for an expression value that are against the list of hard-coded values or the list of values that are returned by a subquery. So let me keep it in the separate cell, separate, like I will put the command below. So it will list check for the values that we are providing in the list of hard coded values, which is nothing but the direct values, or the list of values that is returned by a subquery. Okay, so what is the purpose of this in is, for example, I want the user who bought both laptop and tablet. So then what it will happen, we have to keep an or condition, right, in SQL. So we don't want to add, if that is a single case, then we can add or condition and check. But what will happen, how do we know if the user purchased 5 products or 6 products? We need to give or 6 times, right? That is not good practice in SQL. So that's why this in came into this picture. So we don't want to add or conditions. Okay, before going to all this, let's just start give you the example for or. Sorry, in. Select from dbu product where product name in laptop, and then let's say iPhone. I don't think iPhone is there. Let's see. Select star. Okay. So we do have only laptop. Just a moment. I'll just take the list of product names some around distinct. Like let's say monitor, monitor, mouse. That's it. Okay. Let me remove this now and I'll put star. Yeah, so here if you see, this is also returning 3 values like laptop, mouse, and monitor. These 3 are written, right? So what it will do is it will not leave, for example, first it will check for laptop. If laptop is present, it is not like that. It will not check for other 2 values that is present in the in list that we are providing. Okay, it will check for all the values whether that is present in our column product name in my base table dbo.product or not. Okay, I hope you people got it here. That is what here I have mentioned as check all values. Okay, and it is a faster execution when compared to exist. Don't worry, I will explain you what exist is, and few people may get confused in exist. I will explain you in a clear manner, okay, so that you people won't get confused, or you people will never forget what exist is. Okay, and here this there is a one issue in let's say the in do not compare null values or do not compare or check for null values. Let's say here instead of null, like instead of I am adding one more thing called as null. So if I add this and run this piece of code, we will not see the value where with the product name is null, but we do have a null in this product table. You remember I have added the null for some reason while explaining some other difference between query. So if I run this and show you, so here if you see the product name null has present. Okay, but in if I manually provide, that is not working. Like that is what the in, there is a problem with in. So the in will not check for the null values that is present in the column, and it will not return that particular thing. Okay, so this is how the in is working. And let's say what is exist. So this is just nothing but this will work only with the subquery. Like similar to in, we can't provide a hard-coded values or direct values in the list. It needs a subquery to check with the current query, kind of correlated subquery kind of thing. Okay, I will explain you guys in a while. So next thing is it can also check for null values, whether this particular null is existing in our table or not. So that will also it will check. Okay, but it is a slower execution when compared to in, because this in is a direct comparison with the values that is returning by a subquery or the direct values. This exist is a kind of always need a subquery and a correlated subquery, which cause a performance impact. Okay, it's always suggested to use in unless if there is any specific requirement for exist, just to check the existence of that particular table or not. Okay, then it will check for the first occurrence and then stop. Let's say uh, or to explain more precise, what this exist will do is it will return the values if the subquery results are true, that is having some values at the end of the day. If the subquery doesn't return any value, then it is false, then we will not get any result. Okay, I will show you that as well, just a moment. Select star from dbo dot product p1. I'm naming it as p1, where so access can be only used with the subqueries. So we can't directly give a column name here like product name and then and all product name, let's say product name, and like this we can't provide. This will throw an error. Okay, so this exist will work only in a subquery. Exist select from, let's say here also I am selecting product id, product id from. So I have a table called dbo.product_test. Okay, I will show you what are the data that is present in this particular table. I have a 7 product id in which first two only are available in our first table, rest are not available in our first table. So let's say this is p2, where p1 dot product id equal to p2 dot product id. Okay, so if I run this piece of code, now what do you think what you will get in the output? You will get only the first, like these two product IDs from my base table, because the rest are not available in the second table, right? So we will get only the data that is exist in the second table. Okay, so let me run this. This is a kind of correlated subquery that we are instead, irrespective of join or thing, we are directly uh, uh, comparing between two columns, one from the main query and another one from the subquery. So let me run this. So I will create a separate video what is subquery and correlated subquery and all. Don't worry for that. Okay, cool. So if you see, I have seen only the two rows, product id and product name, which are present in the second table. That is only exist in the second table based on this particular certain condition. Let's say if I am adding one more condition in the second table and p2 dot product id. So here we can use not in also. So I am explaining one new concept, not in, like not or like not or we can't use. Not in means these things ignore the list that is returning. Okay, so not in, and then let's say 1001 and then 1002. So this second query should not have, wait guys, I will keep this in a new line. Yeah, yeah, this second query or this second condition will not have any what to say. This particular piece of query will not contain 1001 and 1002. So before this query has 1001 and 1002, which is available in the base table. That's why it had returned two values. But now if I run this particular query, none of the values in the first table are there in the second table, right? So it will return none of the values. It will return empty. Okay. Cool. I hope you guys are clear with this. Kindly let me know if you have any doubts in and exist. I will reply to you guys over comments. Okay. If you like this video, please feel free to share and subscribe with your friends who are preparing for data engineering interview or data science interviews, whatever it is in the field of data. It will motivate me to create more quality contents. Okay. Thank you guys. See you later. Bye bye.